Hello, Pewter people. Scott Reynolds here with another Pewter Pulse. The Bucs have a super sleeper on defense this offseason, a name that will be one to watch this August when the pads come on in training camp. He's an undrafted free agent defensive back that most Tampa Bay fans might not have heard of. And no, it's not Shiloh Sanders. Everyone's heard of Shiloh. I'll reveal who today's topic of the Pewter Pulse is in just a moment. But first, a reminder, hit the like button on this video and give us a thumbs up. Also, please leave a comment. I love reading your comments. And when you do those two things, it helps us with the YouTube algorithm and gets our videos out in front of more awesome Bucs fans like you. And also, please go to Pewter Report TV, our YouTube page, hit the subscribe button. Help us get to 20,000 by the start of training camp. Greatly appreciate that. All right. Let's talk about super sleeper J.J. Roberts and why he is a name to know as Tampa Bay's training camp draws near. Let's talk about J.J. Roberts. Well, if you have followed Pewter Report's draft coverage this offseason, he was our Bucs best bet on day 3 at safety. Roberts' college career spanned 3 years at Wake Forest and then 2 years at Marshall to finish up. He totaled 213 tackles, broke up 25 passes, forced 5 fumbles, recorded 3 interceptions, and also had a sack. During his final season for the Thundering Herd, Roberts posted 94 tackles, he forced a fumble, and he broke up 14 passes, which led the conference. The Bucs liked Roberts so much that they had him in for an official 30 visit and also gave him a $30,000 signing bonus and guaranteed $270,000 of his rookie base salary. That's more than they did for Shiloh Sanders, who doesn't have any guarantees. And that's $300,000 in guaranteed money. And that all but guarantees him a spot at least on the practice squad this year. But Roberts has a real chance of making the 53-man roster. He's quickly become one of Todd Bowles' favorite new players. Here's what Bowles had to say about Roberts after the team's mandatory minicamp. He's a very intriguing player. We saw a lot of things on tape. Jason Light saw a lot of things on tape, and the scouts as well. He's very fast. He's got the speed of a corner and the athleticism of a corner, but he can definitely hit you and play safety. He's got versatility, and the more we look at him, he'll be an interesting guy to watch when the pads come on. The Bucs love Roberts' athleticism. He's not the biggest defensive back at 5'11", 192 pounds, but he's quite the athlete, running a 4.41 in the 40-yard dash at his pro day and a blazing fast 1.46 time in the 10-yard split. Roberts also posted a 40.5-inch vertical leap and tested well in every other area. He reminds some of the Bucs front office, a former safety Justin Evans, the way he moves before Evans' foot injury, of course. That athleticism has caused the Bucs to move Roberts around the field to free safety, strong safety, slot cornerback, and even outside cornerback for a couple reps just to see what he could do there this offseason. If Roberts, who is known as a hard hitter, impresses when the pads come on, well, he can not only make the 53-man roster, but he could be the most versatile defensive back in Tampa Bay secondary, rivaling Christian Izien for that title. On paper, it seems like the safety position lacks sufficient depth, but don't tell that to Todd Bowles. He seems pretty satisfied. Matter of fact, here's what Bowles had to say during the Bucs minicamp. I think we've got a lot of depth there at that standpoint, from Rashad Wisdom coming into his second year and making some plays. But then you've got J.J. Roberts and you've got Shiloh Sanders also coming along and learning the system and starting to get more comfortable and make some plays back there as well. Then you've got Izzy there, and you've got Antoine Winfield Jr., obviously, and you've got Tyke Smith sitting there, and you've got Kayvon Merriweather sitting there. We've got a lot of guys. That's going to be one of the more heavily competitive spots once training camp starts. Now, the Bucs didn't draft a safety this year, but they've got a slew of undrafted free agent safeties on the roster heading into training camp behind starters Antoine Winfield Jr., who was a second-round pick, and Tyke Smith, who was last year's third-round pick. But just because JJ Roberts wasn't drafted doesn't mean that he can't play and he's not talented. Quite the opposite. He'll battle Christian Izien and Kayvon Merriweather and Marcus Banks and Rashad Wisdom and Shiloh Sanders for a roster spot in training camp. His versatility is going to make him one to watch in August at One Buccaneer Place, and expect Roberts to be an absolute monster on special teams as well, covering kicks and punts. Roberts just might unseat Kayvon Merriweather as a reserve safety on the 53-man roster this year due to that versatility and his athleticism. We'll find out more about this super sleeper on defense once the pads come on in August. Folks, we are reaching 20,000 subscribers this summer. It's only a matter of time. And you can help out by going to Pewter Report TV, our YouTube channel, hitting the subscribe button. It's free. That's where you're going to find my Pewter Pulse videos as well as our Pewter Report podcast. We do them 4 times a week, folks. Monday through Thursday during the off season, and then we'll have them 4 times a week during training camp as well, all the way into the season. You can also follow us on social media on X, Facebook, and Instagram at Pewter Report, and visit pewterreport.com, where we will have Bucs coverage getting you ready for training camp and also documenting Tampa Bay's 50th season all summer long on pewterreport.com. And I'll be back soon with a new Pewter Pulse.